Daniel's Dread Tales is a show for grown-ups. It may contain adult language and adult themes. Please check the episode description for content warnings.
It had been a rough couple of days. An empty skin suit, a couple of mythological creeps, and everywhere I went I seemed to get a new ding on my car. It was time to check my CI. Well, if it isn't my old friend, Weasel.
I've told you, around here, I'm just Greg. What brings you by, Mr. Raymond?
Well, Greg, I found myself in a bit of a pickle. Got a birthday suit with no claim tag, if you catch my drift.
What makes you think I know anything about that?
Well, you tell me, Weasel.
Greg.
Right. Well, it's starting to look like I got myself entangled with the wrong kind of people, Greg. Snake people. Now, you wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Greg?
No, of course not.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna need a beehive cactus, I guess.
Sure thing, Mr. Raymond. It'll be 70 cents. I'll go grab it for you.
Here's 5. Keep the change. My cactus inventory was now 1.
So, Meldicott says, is it safe? And he sticks his head out the door now that things have quieted down. He sees the skin coming off of this creature and seeing lizard flesh underneath it, seeing scales. And with that, he gasps and faints right away.
Shit, I catch him.
Okay.
Before he bonks his head like
Yes.
that old man in the rhyme.
Yes. No, you're
so
good.
Yeah, I catch him, I drag him inside the house, I take the lizard man, I drag the body inside the house.
Okay.
Is there any blood on the ground there?
Yes. Where you shot someone.
Okay, I drag the doormat over the
You just put a mat over the blood.
pool of blood. Well, I don't want to wipe it off completely because it's evidence, but I don't want people to freak out if they notice. So I just put the doormat over it and close the door.
All right. I'm just to let you know, your Streetwise is letting you know that the city power structure is not going to react well to, first of all, just bodies in general, and definitely not evidence of inhumanity walking the streets.
Yes, it's kind of common sense.
So the question is, what are you going to do with this body?
Do I roll stability for this? Because
you had rolled the stability before when you first saw that he was a lizard man. That was enough.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So there might be somebody you could call. I don't know if there's somebody you could call. You could also just try to find a way to sneak this body somewhere. I don't know what you want to do with it.
I think I want to work with Johnny on this because he knows something.
Okay.
I think he knows
unconscious
something
at the moment.
So I'm going to bring him, I'm going to make him not unconscious.
Okay. How would you do that?
I don't know, sprinkle some water in his face, like smack him on the cheeks gently.
Okay.
Johnny.
All right.
Johnny.
There
you go.
Oh.
There you go. There are those baby
Dex,
blues.
what
Wake
happened?
up,
There was a shooting, and I came to see what was wrong, and then I don't really remember what happened.
Relax, Johnny. Relax.
I need you to
hard-boiled.
make. I'm sorry. I'm going to interrupt you because this is happening right now. I need you to make a sense trouble roll.
Sense trouble.
Difficulty 4.
Okay, I have 2 in sense trouble. I rolled a 5 total.
Okay. You are worried that he seems to not remember the lizard man corpse at all, meaning that he completely repressed it. This may be a problem so this is a plus for you, meaning that he maybe has repressed the fact that he does not know that there's a lizard man. This also may be a negative, because if he sees the thing he's been trying to repress, that's probably not good for his mental health.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I quickly cover up the, peeled off skin, make it look like your generic bad dude.
Yeah, you were probably just mostly getting it on the face, so you put something over the face. Yeah, you can cover it up. Yeah.
Yeah, I put something on the lizard person's face, and I go, not to worry, Johnny, baby, old Hardboiled took care of that. There was a bad guy after you and I shot him.
Oh my!
Nothing to worry about.
My God. Well, I'm glad that this has been resolved. Should we call the police? Or at least the coroner's office.
Okay, I think I'm gonna lie to him, and I'm gonna say that I'm working for the cops.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, no, Johnny, baby, the police is already here. I am working very closely with... Yes, I'm working very closely with LAPD on this case, and they have entrusted me completely with any and all proceedings. And a license to kill. Yes, all paperwork is in order, of course. Yeah, so don't worry about a thing. Old Hardboiled will take care of this. I'm just gonna remove the bad guy, and you have some tea, relax, go about your day.
Okay. Is everything safe now? Why did this man come for me? It was something to do with the flood?
Yes, I think that he may have been a connection to one of the people who got flooded. Third cousin twice removed.
I guess I understand.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Yes. Well, I've done everything I can to help those people.
I know you did, and I cup his face.
Oh God! Yes.
Little baked apple old man face in my hands, squish it gently.
Okay.
I know, baby, I know you did.
Okay.
I know. So of course this is not fair to you. So yeah, just chill, relax. I'll take care of it. Do you have a old blanket that you don't need anymore?
Oh. Shouldn't the coroner take this away?
Yeah. The coroner is maternity leave. The coroner is on maternity leave, so I'm sort of...
Oh, I didn't know there was a woman coroner.
Yeah, it's a very progressive... we are a very progressive department.
That's not what I've heard, but okay. I don't think that has ever described the Los Angeles Police Department ever in history, but okay. You know what? I am extremely shaken by the fact that there's a corpse in my room, so I'm going to kind of listen to anything that you say.
There you go. Yeah, so can I borrow a blanket with the intent of never to return it?
Yes, thank you. It's here. Yeah, and he has an old sleeping bag that you could maybe shove this into.
Perfect. Amazing. Now, if you have a balcony, go have a smoke, have a pancake.
A pancake? Okay. And he steps out on his, he doesn't have a balcony, but he goes to look out his back window.
There you go. So yeah, so as not to traumatize the old dude, if some of the skin peels off accidentally, I shove the body in the bag, and I drag it out.
So,
all right.
Yes,
bye.
You could do that. There is the one security guard at the front. Do you remember that he was another criminal named Smokey?
Yeah, I do. Okay, hang on. While Johnny there is looking away, is there a suitcase? A big suitcase, maybe?
Yeah, I'm sure you could find a suitcase here.
Yeah, so just for extra security, I'm gonna jam this body into the suitcase.
Oh, like a big suitcase. Okay.
Oh, yeah, a big one. Like a trunk.
Yeah. He has a trunk, but it doesn't have wheels on it. It's like...
That's fine.
Okay. Okay.
That's fine. Yeah. So I'm just gonna quickly jam this guy in the trunk and just drag it out.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
Is Smokey looking right at me?
Smokey is looking at you. He raises an eyebrow, but doesn't say anything.
Okay, and I give him a look like mind your business.
Yeah. And he nods, and he goes back to reading something. Some sort of magazine.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry I interrupted you. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, Meldicott, he's probably going to be a little bit of a loose end on this. Like, he's probably going to try to contact the police at some point about what happened here. But, that's probably later Dex's problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's for tomorrow Dex to deal with. Mm-hmm. All right, I collect the blood.
Yeah.
Wipe it off.
Okay.
What I wasn't able to collect.
Yeah.
And I head to my car with the trunk.
Okay. You have a dead body in your car. Mm-hmm. What
Wonderful.
do you do with the dead body in your car?
I think I should head to Virginia Ashbury, the scientist.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. This is gonna shake her worldview. Absolutely.
I'm just thinking, like, should I bring the anthropology professor into it? Do a little bit of, a brainstorm?
You could. Those two don't know each other necessarily, but yeah.
Well, no better time than now.
Okay, so I should note that it is in the late evening at this point. Neither of them are probably at work anymore,
Perfect.
But that has never stopped you, apparently, so...
No, it has never stopped me. I'm gonna go to Mr. Callahan, the professor.
Okay.
And... where is he right now? Is he at his
He's at his
place?
home. He's at his home.
At his home, okay. I'm gonna do an old shave and a haircut, knock on his door.
Oh, yeah. He opens up the door. He says, "Oh, Dex, I didn't know you were coming by. We've already had dinner. I didn't know we might have some leftovers. Honey, do we have any leftovers?"
Oh, no, Jeff, baby, it's totally fine. If I were you, I would hold on to that dinner really, really tight. I do have a fantastic research opportunity just for you. And as it happens, I also need your unparalleled expertise in anthropology, archaeology, and the whatever weird stuff you specialize in.
Did you find a ruin that I need to investigate? What are you talking about?
I found something better.
Which is? And he's walking out with you. He's closed the door.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, I'm gonna lead him, like, to my trunk. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna say, look, before I open this trunk, I'm gonna ask you to give me your honest word that you're not gonna make much noise or freak out. Treat this like a scientist.
I'm not like a scientist. I'm like a social scientist.
Like, treat it like a social scientist.
Okay. Dex, you are getting me kind of worried, but okay.
Okay. Deep breath, baby. It's okay. It's all right. And I, take a strategic positions to, grab him if he starts either fainting or running.
Yeah.
And I open the trunk, open the suitcase that's inside, and, okay, so this guy, first thing I show him is the face.
Ah! I mean, the first thing he sees is a dead body. Dex! Dex, that's a corpse!
Look! And I gently, peel the skin.
Ah! Dex!
There's better! You cretin! What did I say?
You didn't tell me you were showing me a goddamn corpse!
Where is your scientific mind? Where did it go just now?
It's a corpse!
It is
I don't want to be involved. Dex, I love you. I really
Dex,
do.
It's a lizard person.
What?
Look!
Ah! He's now noticed that it's not just a corpse, it's a lizard corpse. Okay.
Eh?
Did you get this from sort of special effects lab or something? This is not a very funny joke, Dex.
No, I promise it's the real deal. Touch it. Here, touch it.
I don't want to touch it!
It's the real thing, Poke. It's a whatchamacallit. My cactus went black.
Your cactus went... No.
Yeah. And I, produce the cactus, which I'm still carrying.
Look, this is fascinating. Okay? It maybe implies some truth to those rumors. But I don't know what you want me to do here.
I want you to come with me to another good friend of mine who happens to be a biologist and a chemist. So we can all of the three of us can team together, and you two nerds can figure something out. How do we? What is this? Where did it come from? How do we fight it?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how to fight. Sure. Okay, Dex. Yeah, I guess. I don't know what you think I'm gonna know how to fight it. It seems like you know how to fight it just fine. Did you kill it?
I did, but what if there's more?
How did you kill this thing?
My old magic wand over here, and I, tap my holster.
Okay, good. So you know their weakness. It's bullets. Bye, Dex. I'm going home.
Jeff, buddy, look. I need your brain. I need Miss Ashbury's brain, because,
Okay.
I can't do this on my own. Okay?
I'm gonna give you... I will come with you to this Ashbury. We could take a look at it. But Dex, I don't think I can help you. And I think that this is trouble that... I have a family, Dex. I don't want to get involved in this. Even if this is a lizard person, you realize that this is, this is bad news. Oh, okay.
I know.
Okay.
I know this is bad news, and you get what I'm entrusting you with right now, baby.
Okay.
I'm entrusting you with the peace and safety of this great country we live in.
Sure, Dex. You don't need to... I'm not a pay... It's fine. Okay, let's go.
Right. We get in the car. I back out from having hit their mailbox and drive over to Ginny's.
My mailbox!
Oh, it's fine.
All right.
I'll get you another one.
All right. You go over to Virginia Ashbury's place. She lives, unfortunately, in the third story of an apartment building.
God damn it.
Yeah.
All right. Not gonna lie, Dex is feeling a little bit frustrated, and he can't put his finger on why.
Yeah.
He's feeling frustrated that he has to park normally.
Yeah.
It's like, dang, man, something's missing.
All right.
Okay, so yeah.
Do you bring the trunk up to her apartment? Or are you going to try to bring her down?
I'm gonna leave it for now.
Okay.
All right, Alfie, let's go. This is Ginny's place. She's the best at, colorful liquids and glass bottles sort of stuff.
Okay. I don't know why you need a historian to be with you, but...
Look, up until today, I didn't know shit about what a yig was, or what was a beehive cactus. Right?
Yeah, I mean...
You did this. You let me.
Okay, you do not blame me for this, Dex.
No. It is with your help that I was able to rid the world of this abomination. And if we are proactive, we might be able to extinguish any further threat.
Okay. Again, this is sounding more like you would need a wizard for this than a historian, but okay.
Is this your GM's way of telling me I should have gone to the fortune teller?
Maybe, but it's fine. This is the person that you went to.
Well, this is Dex. He's trying to logic.
No. This is Dex being. I'm going to be reasonable. I'm going to be logical. It's saying what we know about Dex. Dex is not going to go talk to a wizard about this snake person. He's going to talk to a historian and a scientist. You have a very rational mind. It's totally I get it.
Yeah, I'm totally accepting as a given that beehive cacti are helpful.
Yeah.
And sure.
Yeah,
let's
and
do
this thing can, I guess, take the skin of other people or turn into them or whatever.
Yep. Yep, that's a fact, and I'm accepting it as a fact. I know what I've seen. I'm not nuts.
You guys are
Not
arguing a little bit still as you approach Virginia's door.
Again, shave and a haircut knock.
She opens up the door. You see that she has gotten into her night clothes a little. She's like peeking out a little bit. It says, Dex.
Ginny.
Dex.
Baby, don't you look wonderful this lovely evening?
Dex, let me put on a robe. What are you doing here, Dex?
I just thought I'd introduce you to wonderful, brilliant minds, and I thought we could have a chat about something pretty important. Dex was realizing that, like, just straight up showing a dead body might not be the best approach, so he's trying to, like, ease them into it.
Okay. Dex, can I talk to this person tomorrow? This is not the time for this.
No, I think there's no better time than now.
Oh.
Ginny.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I think I understand, Dex. Mm-hmm. She knows that you are sometimes on cases and you need stuff. And she, looks around the hallway because there's a couple other, doors on this floor. Just come in.
We go in.
She closes the door. Dex, I really wish you wouldn't come to me at my home. What's wrong? Who is this man?
This is, Professor Kelham.
He does sort of like a mock little bow and reaches out his hand. Charmed, I'm sure.
Lovely home and all. Yeah, and this is...
Yes.
Yeah, I actually look at her doctor?
Yeah.
Doctor?
Yes,
You?
doctor.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Dr. Virginia Ashbury, forensic biologist, all sorts of scientists.
I wouldn't really say I'm a forensic biologist as like the main thing that I do, but I am a biologist and I help Dex out occasionally. What's going on, Dex? Is he poisoned or something?
No. I mean, at least I don't think so.
What, am I poisoned? Right? When I touched it, Did I get poisoned? It looked like a snake. Could it poison me?
I don't think so.
What
anyway,
looked like a snake?
The dead guy that we have in my trunk.
What? Dex?
Yeah.
You can't just have corpses in your trunk.
That's why I thought I'd ask first. Could we bring him back up here?
Dex! This is an issue for law enforcement. Let them look at whatever hood that you capped, okay?
I don't think that this is necessarily something that law enforcement is prepared to deal with just now.
It's a snake monster! He's got a snake monster in his trunk! He's got a snake monster in his trunk?
Yeah, it sort of wears your face, and when you peel it off, there's scales underneath.
Wait. Does this have something to do with that skin that you gave me?
I strongly suspect that it does, baby.
Okay. I can't. Okay, I could go take a look at it. We might be able to get to like a covered garage or something. It's pretty late. It is not coming into my apartment. Absolutely not.
I understand. Boundaries.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, Dex learned a lesson
Yeah.
tonight. Communication
Yeah.
is very important. So yeah, I take them both down, open up the trunk, show her the face.
Oh my god. Fascinating. This is like nothing I've ever seen before. This is... Dex, this is very dangerous. I mean, okay, no, he's dead already. No, I'm not talking about him or any of his friends. I'm talking about, the powers that be here. They don't... If I were, publish something about this, some guys in suits would come in, they'd confiscate the body, they'd discredit my work. That is
exactly why we can't take it to the law enforcement, right?
I guess.
So, I have questions about this. Where can we get to that is safe? Where we can look at it closer and talk?
I don't know if I could do a full autopsy or anything, but we could. I think there's a garage there's a parking garage that we could go to. There shouldn't be anybody in there tonight.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Hop in.
You get over there. It is, looking around, it's like sort of a covered parking lot that nobody's in. It's near a shopping center that's closed at this point. It's not...
That's good.
It's not, like, locked or anything, and, like, a vagrant could wander in. So you might want to keep an eye open, but it seems relatively, especially when you go in sort of the back corner of it, it's relatively hidden enough. Okay.
Should I make sure that nobody can open the door, or for plot's sake, should I...
It's outside. There's not a door that you, like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sure.
Yeah, she doesn't have access to, like, a secret, a place. It's like...
Ah, dang it, I should have just brought it to my place. Anyway.
Yeah, no, it's fine. We could... Wait, do we want to just go to your place? Your office? Like, as you're pulling in and looking around and seeing that somebody could wander in, we could just bring it to your office. Yeah.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, change of plan.
Okay. I just didn't know if you wanted this in your office. Yeah.
No safer place.
Okay.
Not currently, at least. And I drive extremely un-Dex-like, very carefully.
Yeah.
Like, just below speed limit.
Yeah.
Seatbelts and everything.
Yeah.
Just to make sure I'm not stopped.
All right. You go up to the office. You lay out this corpse on, I guess, the floor.
Yeah.
And she takes a look and says, "Yeah, that's a lizard man. That's actually." And she's like, "It actually seems closer to a snake than, like, say, a gecko or something like that, or an iguana. Yeah, this is a snake man. Yeah, that's what I said. It's a snake man. It's consistent with worshippers of Yig." And he sort of gives the Yig explanation that he had given before.
I have questions.
Okay, I can't promise all of answers.
No, absolutely.
But let me, as she's sort of poking it and doing some stuff here, but, I don't know what to tell you, Dex, but ask away.
You guys are the smartest people at least in this room.
Okay, Dex.
So, first, where did it come from? Second, how many of them are there? Third, what it wants. And if it wants something horrible, how do we fight it? Without alerting the general public to it.
Well, the skin underneath here seems to be not exposed to sunlight much. So they're either nocturnal or subterranean. I suspect maybe subterranean if they have never been seen before.
And that would be consistent with why it's hunting former water commissioners.
Wait, why would that be consistent?
I look at Professor Kelham.
Yeah. I don't understand. What does that have to do with water commissioners?
Because when the flood of 1928 rolled through the city of Los Angeles, it went on to flood the desert.
It didn't. So it didn't hit the city of Los Angeles. It was outside of Los Angeles. It was in the San Gabriel Valley, which is it's near Los Angeles, but
it went on to flood the valley.
Yeah,
and potentially destroyed.
Oh, you know what?
The homes of those creatures.
It's the Santa Clara Valley. San Gabriel Valley is a different valley. Doesn't matter too much, but for historians out there, it's the Santa Clara Valley, not the San Gabriel Valley.
Okay, I'm just learning about this for the first time, and this is all fascinating to me.
Okay, so he's a snake.
It went on to flood the homes of these creatures.
Okay, so that means that they live underground in the area that the flood hit. I mean, the flood hit a lot of area, so I don't really know if we could find them. Again, mostly Professor Ashbury is poking and not really involved in this conversation unless you specifically get her attention. Okay.
Professor Kelham, where did you say those creatures were worshipped around here?
I mean, consistently, stories about them exist throughout several of the Native American groups in the Chumash, in the Tongva. I don't. Those are the two major tribes that live in this area, and they both have almost identical stories about them, but they don't give a location. I mean, they do say that they live underground, so that actually they would sneak out of the underground. But you would need to find out where this is from. How does he... And Ashbury sort of looks over and says, how do they get this skin? Did they rip this skin off of someone?
That is a good question. Because I found the original... I sort of point at the body. The original of this person chained to a radiator in his own home.
Okay, so they don't take the skin off.
They do not take the skin off. They shapeshift.
Okay.
It appears.
And you're remembering a little bit that he said that the weird man looked at him like he was scanning him up and down for quite some time, and then went to another room, and there was a slurping sound, and then
They study us for a bit, and then it would seem like they grow the skin.
Okay.
Around themselves somehow.
So this is not his original human skin. He had a different human skin? Oh, that was the skin you brought me!
Yes. He was one of those people, and that person happened to be a former water commissioner as well.
Oh.
I think.
Who was it?
Right?
Yeah, and as you're thinking about it, it's like, yeah, no. He said that it was a guy named Erland.
Jim Erland.
Yeah.
He was a councilman.
Well, where's Jim Erland?
As she asks, where's Jim Erland? I'm like, I don't know. Huh. Okay. I need to think. I go over to, like, a cabinet, grab 3 shot glasses, and a bottle of whiskey, and I, like, pour us drinks.
Ashbury declines.
Okay. More for me. Anyway. Jim Erland. I'm gonna look up his address. In one of my books.
Yeah, you're gonna have to start looking through all your stuff here. It's gonna take some time to try to track it down.
Okay.
And Kellum is like, Can I go, Dex? I don't know anything else I could tell you. I understand that these things are real. That's terrifying to me. I could try to find more about them, but I don't know if there's much more than legend. All I know is the cacti, they're weakened by the cacti?
Yes. Here's what I think I'm gonna task you with, Alfie.
Okay. Because my task is maybe to forget all about this, to be perfectly honest, Dex. But what do you need?
No,
what do you need?
I think you can be more useful than that, baby. Firstly, I'm gonna need you to go to a florist and get yourself a beehive cactus.
Oh,
and
shit.
put it in your home.
Do you think these things are gonna target me now?
No, I don't think so, but just to be sure.
Okay.
Who knows how many more of them are walking around.
Yeah, okay.
And second, I'm gonna need you to go back home, give your wife a kiss, and...
Okay. I'll look into my research tomorrow, see if there's anything
yes, and look into your research.
I can't promise I'll find anything, Dex, but you gotta be careful with this. Don't let... Okay.
You've done plenty.
Okay. He leaves. He gets a cab. He does not wait for you to drive him. He's out.
Yeah, no, I'm like, object permanence is not Dex's thing.
Yeah.
He left and I forgot all about him.
Yeah. And Virginia says, well, Dex, I'm going to keep looking at him while you do your stuff, I'll do mine, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you could start doing your research. You have a research skill, so you could just sort of use it. You said you were going to look through your books. That's technically using the research skill, but, you said you were doing that.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to look up Jim Erland's address. Yeah. And I think my last resort would be
He has no address in the city. And looking through, you don't have full access to all the newspapers, but you have some newspapers that you've been looking through.
Mm-hmm.
There's no references in the newspapers after 1935. He lost his council seat in 1934.
Okay. And the current year is?
It's 1936, I believe. 1930. What year is it? Yeah, 1930. Let's say 1936. It doesn't matter too much. It is after that. You know that there's a clerk down at the city hall that you're acquainted with. She might know. She's a bit of a gossip, but you'd have to talk to her tomorrow.
Okay, I'm gonna make a note of that. But right now, I'm just sitting there thinking, and I'm thinking that my last resort is Madame Ava, the mystic.
Yeah. Do you want to call her?
Yes, I'm gonna make.
Call her in the middle of the night. At this point, it's like 2 a.m. But
that's my MO, though.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, I call her up.
Dex, you've called at quite a late hour. Can I help you with something?
Yes, I wouldn't call you otherwise, Ava.
Of course. What troubles you, my child?
Snake people, for the most part.
Snake people? Dex,
yes.
Are you kidding around?
Have you ever known me to kid around?
And you hear a change in her voice. She sort of lets down her, mystic voice. She says, Dex, do you really have a snake person?
I'm afraid I do. Ava, baby, there is one in my office right now. It's dead.
Dex, you take that into the desert and you burn it. Or you drop it in your tub and fill that thing with acid.
What? Why? What? What's going to happen?
That thing is one of the many supernatural creatures that sulk in the world's hidden recesses. He is one of many.
One of many?
And I mean, there's probably other snake people, but I mean, they're also I can't tell you about the things that aren't snake people. There are...
No, wait, but what other stuff is there? You know what? Actually, never mind. Let's deal with
Yes.
Let's deal with this first.
That is the right reaction to this. Dex.
But, okay.
Do you understand? Do you know who Harry Chandler is? He's not in your notes. Dex, you might know him as the publisher of the LA Times. That is the name you recognize. I know you, Renee, don't recognize that name, but Dex recognizes that name as the guy who publishes the LA Times. Yeah.
Right, I recognize that name as the publisher of LA Times. Why?
He is one of the most important and powerful men in this city, and he does not take kindly to the occult, okay? He is so worried about communist infiltration, LAPD made a whole red squad to just satisfy him, to be searching for commies that he says is under everybody's bed. But that also includes snake people and ghouls and aliens. All of those are a menace to him. So not only do you need to be careful about any of the snake people's friends, though what the hell he's doing outside, I don't know. I don't want to know. But you got to cover that up, because if anybody, and I mean anybody, saw you with that, you're going to be dealing with the entire might of the LAPD coming down on you, or at least the Red Squad, and one of the most powerful men in the city.
All sounds incredibly hilarious to Renee, but...
What? You think it's funny that they hate both communists and snake people?
No, it's just that I forgot that the whole anti-communist thing was a thing.
Oh, it absolutely is, yes.
Yeah.
You destroy that body, Dex.
I mean, all right. Do I need to do a ritual?
No.
Burn
fire.
Sage?
No, just get rid of it.
Okay, all right.
Look,
Yeesh.
wait. Have you been followed? Is this line being tapped? And she hangs up.
Shit. Frustrating woman.
Yeah.
turn back to Virginia. It's like, well...
I only caught some of that conversation.
The mystic says it needs to be destroyed.
Oh.
Because...
I mean,
things are gonna come for us if we don't.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. It's a shame to destroy something of such scientific value.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking too.
I could try to hold on to it in my lab for you, Dex.
I don't want the heat coming onto your head, though.
I mean, this is important, but...
It is.
But you're right. This might actually be more than I could take. I don't know. It's your call, Dex.
I don't want you to get targeted as a red, God forbid, but...
Okay.
I think we're going to have to take it to the desert and destroy it.
All right. Well...
You with me on this?
Yeah, I guess so. If you could drop me off, I don't really want to drive into the desert.
No, you don't want a nice romantic nightly drive?
Dex, we've talked about this. I'm not interested.
I know.
This is really not the time for this conversation, Dex. Look.
I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm thinking.
I know.
Sorry, this was uncalled for.
There's a lot going on right now. Dex, from looking at this, I don't know how it grows a separate skin. But from looking at it and the work of this bullet here, honestly, they don't seem too much tougher than us.
So you think we're good?
I mean, I don't know how it changes shape. If it really is magic, I don't know what that means. But you shot it through a door and you killed it just fine. I don't know if you need to find a weakness for this thing. I think you just need to find out if there's any more of them.
Can I take a look at my cactus, see if it's returned to pink?
No, it's dead now. Like it's
dead.
No, it's not dead, but that flower is going to be permanently blackened. That flower is not going to change back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh well. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to pack this thing back up.
Okay.
And...
Yeah. I think we can sort of skip a couple of scenes here. We see Dr. Ashbury going back to her home. We see you driving out in the desert. You just burning this thing and then driving back into the city as the sun is coming up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Looking for something new to distract you during the inferior holidays between now and Halloween? Look no further than Black Flare, a new Delta Green podcast following a gang of varied experts investigating some mysterious disappearances and an even more mysterious sickness in Alaska in the distant year of 2006. You want bespoke music? They've got you covered. You want consistent sound quality? They've got that too, also ouch. As an added bonus, it's new enough you can start listening and be in the circle of death faster than you can train a horse to speak. I don't know why that was the example I used, but don't worry, it still works.
Hey, Russell, what are you doing with that old skull over there?
Necromancy!
Hey, what did you do to me?
Don't worry, I'll have you out of there in time for the next episode of Daniel's Dread Tales. Yeah, probably.
I don't like probably.
Anything kicking around there in the meantime? Maybe someone from Dice Fiends can help with this.
Have you ever played peekaboo? Bursting his eyes like super-heated eggs. I am Heinz.
The Imaginary Broadcast Network is happy to return Wrath and Story to the air. This episode's now streaming on Spotify and wherever you get your podcasts, hopefully.
Wait, what am I thinking? Obviously this is Job for Crow's Codex.
Wait, is that it?
No. What?
Okay,
no,
good.
Absolutely not. No, we were just skipping that because I don't think we need to play at all that. This case is not over. This case is absolutely not over. Yeah.
I think Dex is thinking that it is, though.
You still got that missing thread, Erland.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
So yeah, we see Dex watching the sunrise.
Yeah.
Somewhere very picturesque. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I've never been to LA.
It's got its own sort of beauty to it. So.
Yes. Yeah. Thinking about the events of the last night.
Yeah.
Some doesn't sit right with him. He goes to, I'm going to go to the clerk at City Hall.
And we're also going to go through this really quick. There's a May Lunsford who you helped in the past with a really nasty divorce case that she was going through. So she owes you one. Mm-hmm. And she knows that Erland relocated to Piru, which is a village north of the city where, like, the citrus groves are.
Piru.
Yeah. Piru. It's also is one of the villages that got hit by the flood.
Coincidence? I think not.
Yeah.
Where do I find the street address? Like,
oh yeah, you're able to look that. Yeah, you're able to.
Okay.
Well, no, you're gonna need to go to Piru. Piru is a very small town, but they might have a phone book there, or you might be able to talk to somebody there and find something. You can talk to the police in Piru; they might know.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, I head to Piru.
All right. The first thing you see as you're going to Piru, which is mostly, I don't mean a small town. I mean like a village, essentially. There are just like 4 or 5 citrus groves that are managed by people. And the folks that work in the citrus groves mostly, which are primarily, they're going to be migrant workers or immigrant workers. Mm-hmm. Do you think Dex speaks any other languages? What languages do you think Dex speaks? I think living in Los Angeles,
Spanish?
Spanish might be it might make sense that Dex speaks Spanish.
Do I roll for how poorly I speak Spanish?
I think we're good. I think you speak limited Spanish. I think that's what Dex does. You know what? Roll me a d6, and we'll see. 1, you speak no Spanish, and then we'll see how that goes.
3.
Okay. You speak about high school level Spanish.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not bad.
So you don't really know where to go, but you do see that there is a diner and a gas station right off the main road going into Piru.
Okay. A diner and a gas station.
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm gonna go to the diner.
Yeah. For the record, the diner is like attached to the gas station. It's like a gas station that has a diner. Instead of like a 7-Eleven attached to the gas station, there's like a diner attached to the gas station.
Lovely. I'm gonna go to the 7-Eleven.
Yeah. Right, of course. As you step inside, everybody sort of scowls at you. As like a weirdo coming in from the outside. Are there any interpersonal skills you would like to use? Those are going to be the ones that are called investigative, and they'll have the 2 little people talking to each other.
I want to reassure them that I am, good, that I mean them no harm.
So we're approaching this with reassurance. You know what? I think that could work. I think, being like, hey, I'm just a cool guy. I'm not looking for any trouble. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a waitress who sort of walks up to you and says, after you've sort of been shown, says, can I get you anything? A coffee? You want some pie?
Yes, I would love some coffee and a piece of pie. Thank you very much.
All right, excellent.
Wouldn't it be nuts if I just didn't ask her anything, just sat and ate my pie and just left?
Yeah, just sat, ate your pie and left?
Yeah.
You see that there is an elderly couple sitting there in the diner as well, and you also see 4 Native American men sitting in the back eating a mess of waffles and chicken. And on the other side of the diner, you see they're East Asian of some sort. Dex is probably not knowledgeable enough to know the difference.
No,
but
probably not.
A father and son are sitting there.
Like Dex is accepting of everybody, but he is not nearly as educated.
Yeah, exactly.
As I would like him to be.
Yeah. All right. They bring out your pie and they set him down.
Okay. It's awesome.
Are you just passing through, stranger? What are you doing here?
Yes and no. I'm just here to see an old acquaintance of mine who I think relocated here.
Oh.
Maybe last year. Something like that.
Oh.
Jim Erland by name.
Erland. Oh. James Erland?
Yeah, Jimmy Erland.
Oh. I don't know if you've heard.
What happened?
His wife Cora is worried sick about him. He's been missing for like a month.
Oh. Is he?
Yeah. I think that guy was no good. I think he ran off and left his pretty little wife there.
I wish I could tell you that it doesn't sound like Jimmy at all. but I knew him better than that.
Maybe you know where to find him. Do you know Cora? Well, let me tell you, they just live down the road on Camulus Street. You can't miss it. It's like a honey farm.
Honey farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cora, she loves the bees.
Yeah.
I don't know her too well, but I know that much.
Yeah. I know she went to the police, but they haven't helped her at all.
When do they ever do? Am I right?
Yeah. Sheriff's Department. What are you going to do? And you know that you are not in LAPD's jurisdiction at this point. You're in Ventura County Sheriff's Department would be in charge of
Ventura County.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Well, you let me know if you need anything else.
Appreciate
and as you
it.
say
you
that,
so
there's 6 men walk in and are making a big order that distracts her, and she goes to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything weird about the guy making an order, or?
The 6 guys coming in, they just look like workers. They look like Hispanic workers.
Fair enough.
You realize that inside this diner is probably not the time to talk to them. But you also see that both of those groups seem to be paying their tab about the same time and leaving.
Oh.
So you could probably go talk to one of them outside. But probably only one of the groups.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go talk to the Native American gentleman.
Okay. So there's 4 of them. They seem to be getting into a truck when you approach them. Well, like
they're not stopping for a smoke, nothing?
No, they're filling up their truck. They're like one of them's sitting in the back of the truck, one of them's filling up the truck with gas. So you have a little bit of time still.
I'm gonna approach this with reassurance.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say, hey, what a lovely little town.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know if they heard me talk to the waitress or not. I'm just gonna say
they did not. They were busy chatting to each other.
Either way, I'm just gonna tell them the same thing, that I'm just here to look for Jimmy Orland, my old buddy. And I heard that he's gone missing.
Oh, so the white guy goes missing and people start caring about it, huh?
What do you mean? Have there been people going missing in your community? 2
of them sort of nudge the other one and tell him be quiet, but this one's like, no, I'll tell you. Sue Lima vanished before Erland did. And about 2 months before, Wally Albino also went missing. Sheriff didn't look for him either. Nobody around here wants to think they're connected to the Erland case, but something's making people disappear around here.
Something?
I don't know what. And they get like really quiet and looking at each other when they say, I don't know what.
Can I assess honesty?
They're not lying, but they're all really uncomfortable with you, like, bringing up, like, what is making them disappear. In particular, 2 of them seem kind of offended at the idea that you're implying that there's something that's making people disappear, and one of them you see kind of wants to tell you about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at their gas meter and I'm gonna go, how about you fill her up all the way on me?
Oh. Well, thanks. I'll let you do that. And you get to chatting with them a little bit. You realize there's 2 of them. Ralph and Esteban Solares are 2 brothers. And their cousins are Mike and Marty Solares, who are brothers. So there's 2 sets of brothers.
Related.
Yeah. And they all work at a dude ranch downtown. You may notice they have Spanish names. That's because many of the Chumash took on Spanish names back when the Spanish came through.
Right. I want Dexter to be really good at peopling. Better than Renee is. So Renee's struggling right now.
Do you want to ask about serpent people?
Yes, I do.
Ask him about serpent people. It's okay. You're allowed to ask him about serpent people.
I asked them in the way that, like, I've heard legends.
When you say that, Ralph sort of like is like, oh, right, yeah. So the mystic Native Americans, we Chumash know. He wouldn't say Native Americans. They don't say that. We Chumash, we know about all the legends of the land. Is that right? Then his brother smacks him on the back of the head. Shut up. And then Marty says, look, yeah, I know a thing or two. Serpent folk live under the earth here. Shut up, Marty. No, they don't. Yes, they do.
Have you ever seen one?
No, I've never seen one. Wally said he saw one.
Wally. Which one is Wally? Oh, there is no Wally among them. Wally.
Yeah, Wally swore he saw the serpent folk near the ranch where he worked, near Torrey Canyon. He found a...
Oh, Wally Albino disappeared.
Yeah. He found a crevasse that hadn't been there before. He was poking around in it when he saw them slinking by, right in broad fucking daylight. Then days later, he went missing. He left his gear in the boss's bunkhouse. And then Ralph and Marty start to argue. Yeah, because he always had a screw loose. Okay? He said he saw serpent men. That's because he's a drunk. No, you know that there's serpent people who live over there. No, they're not. He's probably just got murdered like everybody else is doing because there's a madman out there preying on weak people. You know, they're just arguing.
Okay.
And you're telling this is an argument that they've had several times before.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Where did he say he kept his gear, Wally?
At his boss's bunkhouse, but I don't know if that would be there anymore. The boss probably confiscated it.
I'm not sure what to do with this right now.
Well, I mean, you got told Torrey Canyon.
Torrey Canyon. All right, yeah, so I pay for their gas.
Okay.
Yeah, I bid them good day, and I head to Jim Erlin's house.
Okay. I will say, the two Japanese men, well, it looked like probably a father and son, are also filling up their car there. I will say, though, that, like, making it look like you're interviewing everybody at the place is going to be a little bit weird. People are going to be a little on edge. You could make a push to also talk to those two guys, or you could go try to talk to Erlin's wife. Okay. That's fine.
No.
It's not a good look. It's not a good look.
Yeah. No, it's not a good look for me. I'm gonna go talk to Erlin's wife. Just gonna case the joint. What does it look like, the house?
It looks like a small bungalow. And you could go knock up on the door, and James's distraught wife sort of opens it up and says, "Are you with the police? Have they found out what happened to him?"
Yes and no. May I come in?
Sure. Yes.
Thank you, Mrs. Erland. I sit down. Mrs. Erland, what's your name?
Cora.
Cora, I'll be straight with you. There's something really, really fishy going on around these parts, and I don't think that the police are necessarily equipped to deal with this just now. I might be better equipped than them. I'm a private investigator. I give them my business card.
I don't have any money to pay you. I'm sorry.
You don't need to. Our entire country's security is enough payment for old Hardboiled.
Oh, well then, let me tell you who's behind what's going on here, and the police won't investigate it.
Absolutely. I take out my book.
Okay.
Like notebook and pen.
Look, James has a bit of a temper, and he the last time I saw him, he stormed off and he drove off in his truck. He does that when he needs to calm down.
Was there a fight? An argument?
We were arguing about something. It doesn't matter. He didn't hit me or anything, if that's what you're asking. He just gets angry sometimes.
That is good to know.
But then he never came back. Never found his truck either. So I think something happened to him. And I know what happened to him. It's those Nishiokas. The Nishiokas. Those two are spies for the Japanese government. Okay? What I've been reading in the paper, they're planning to do in California what they're already doing in China. Okay? I think that they were the ones who blew up the dam in the first place. I told this to the sheriff, and they have not investigated them.
Okay, yeah, I'm at this point, I just wrote down the name of the Asian family, and I'm pretending to write things down.
Yeah. She is going to rant and rave a little bit about what she read in the newspaper about... I'm not going to say some of the words she says to describe these people.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yes,
Dex is drawing penises in his notebook.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
Right.
After spending some time with her, you're really getting the impression you're not going to be getting much more from her.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I act like all professional and go, Mrs. Erland, very much appreciate your input. I will say more. America appreciates your input on this case.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And, like, I turn on my heel and sort of, rest assured, this case is in good hands. Your husband is in good hands.
Are you one of the G-men? Are you with the Bureau of Investigation?
Dex makes a gesture like, no, think higher.
Oh, think higher. Wait, are you? And then you probably leave, and she's like, wait, no.
Yeah, like, I was never here.
That can't have been J. Edgar Hoover. He doesn't look like J. Edgar Hoover.
Yeah, as I brush off a lock of hair off my shoulder.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Can we retcon and say I wrote down his truck model make plates?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Nishioka's. Frick. Yeah. Okay, I go to the sheriff.
Okay.
I don't think I'm just gonna roam around the town stalking some Japanese people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I go to the sheriff.
Well, so she actually told you that the Nishiokas own a lemon farm. And she
okay.
But they're lemons. I wouldn't take any of those lemons. They're poisonous. You know,
right.
It does make sense that they would be growing yellow lemons.
Oh,
if you get what I'm saying. It's like, oh my god, this woman is racist.
Dex is dying on the inside.
Yes.
Yeah, Dexter is out of his time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go to the sheriff.
All right. So, as you're tracking to people and figuring it out, Ventura County Sheriff's Division that's handling the case is about an hour out from where you are. You can go drive to see them, but it is a little bit of a drive.
Is Torrey Canyon on the way, perhaps?
Torrey Canyon is about 15 minutes away from where you are.
Okay. Let's check out the canyon first, then.
Okay.
It's getting dark, I'm assuming?
No, you got here at a reasonable time. I think it's like, it's right before the sun is going to start to go down. It's afternoon, late afternoon.
Is there a florist in town?
I don't think there's a florist. But, yeah.
Any cacti growing around?
Yeah. As you start poking around this place, you find a fissure in the rock that looks like you might be able to squeeze down into it.
Ooh, I don't think I want to do that. I will poke my head in.
All right. It's very tight, but the way it works, you actually probably wouldn't need a rope to lower yourself down because you can sort of push yourself off the sides of it and make your way down. You probably could climb down it, though it would be a lot more difficult to climb up than it would be to climb down.
Dex's curiosity is going to get the best of him. And he's going to... Do I have a torch?
You probably have a flashlight, yeah.
Flashlight, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I stick my flashlight in first before I commit?
Yeah.
And look what's in there?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a bit of a climb. You don't see the bottom from where you are.
I don't see the bottom.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I climb in.
Okay, here we go. You know, this is where the message pops up that says, please make sure you are now going to the end of the adventure. Please make sure you've completed any subquests that you're interested. Now, here we go.
Oh, no. I gotta talk to the sheriff first.
No, you don't need, the Ishikiyama's were going to tell you some cool things about Japanese mythology and stuff, but nah, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, athletics check to climb down the fissure. A 10 or higher is an advance. A 4 to a 9 is a hold, and a 3 or less is a setback.
I got a 5.
Okay, you struggle your way down the fissure, ripping the hell out of your clothing along the way. You look a mess, but at least you aren't hurt.
Ow. Dex briefly laments his fancy secondhand coat and keeps going.
You find yourself in a small rock chamber. And as you climb down, you see that there is a cage that has been built here.
Okay.
It looks like it's improvised cage made out of, fences and stuff.
Okay, I was gonna ask, is it built of bones?
No. Looks like copper, stolen copper, stuff like that. Sort of a salvaged. That's not a word. I was gonna say scavenge and salvage, and it turned into salvage. Okay.
Oh, scallywags.
And you see in this cage that's covering a large alcove, there are a trio of horrific, slithering figures, ranging from 5 to 6.5 feet in length.
Oy. Wait, they're in a cage?
They're in a cage.
Oh.
And they're looking up at you and saying, "What? Who are you?"
That's not what I was expecting to see.
No, it certainly isn't. And as you're looking at them more, you see there's like almost like vestigial like stumps where if these were humans, like their arms and legs would be.
Oh boy. Wait, what? Aren't you supposed to be the bad guys?
What? No, they took us. And they changed us. The Serpent Men. They took us. My name is James Erland, one of them says. And you realize that these things were once human and are now horrible, deformed, like, snake monster things.
Oh, God.
I need you to make a stability roll.
Yep.
Do you have any Mythos shock cards? Let's see. I don't think you have any shock cards.
No.
Okay. So it's just on a 12 or higher, you have an advance. On a 4 to 11, you have a hold. At 3 or less, you have a setback.
Snake eyes. Literally.
Snake eyes. All right, you're going to be getting a card. It's called Vision of Horror. Because this is really fucked up, what you're seeing right here.
Mm-hmm.
You can't stop seeing those poor people transformed into snake-like beings or imagining the suffering they must have gone through. This is going to be a permanent problem for Dex. So If we ever play again, you are still going to have to deal with this. On the first stability test, it actually isn't going to affect you too much this time, but for the first stability challenge you undergo for every case, you treat a hold as a setback and an advance as a hold. Like you do one level down. You are just, this is going to bother you forever.
Okay.
You're going to maybe some therapy would help you get rid of this, but probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dex has gun is shaking in his hand. And he goes pale.
You have to help me. You have to help us.
I will. Where are they? Where did they go? I say as I kneel down and start working the cage to try to set them free.
There's a temple. They're making sacrifices. They said they have to sacrifice the ones who made it happen. And then...
The water commissioners.
Yes. That's why they asked about them. And they sort of explain a little bit more, the other two are the two missing native folks that were grabbed before Erland, and they actually directed the snake people to target Erland because they said that he was somebody important in the city. And then from Erland, he told them to look for the water commissioners in the city, and they've been looking for them, and so on and so forth.
Yep.
Yeah. If they reconsecrate the temple with the blood of those who destroyed it, they said that Yig will give them power.
Yig will give them power.
Their leader, Yisrael. She says she only wants to defend her people. But I know she's going to kill everyone in the valley, and maybe everyone in Los Angeles.
I mean, you can't blame them too much. We did destroy.
Yes, we can. You're telling this to you gotta not say that to these people. You gotta not say that to these people, Dex.
No. Dex thinks it though. All right. Do I manage to open the cage?
You do, but they could barely move.
Okay.
Kill me. All I have is pain. Please. Kill me. And the others, yes. I don't want to live like this.
But what if there's a way to return you to what you were? I don't want to make this choice right now. Okay. I'm like, okay, let me go deal with what's in the temple. And if there is a way to return you to your human selves, I will find it.
I don't know if there is. Please. It hurts so much. I don't want to live anymore, please. Please.
Oh gosh. Oh my god.
You can leave them here if you would like.
The gun is gonna make too much noise. We are in an underground cavern.
I mean, you could kill them, you try to choke them or something like that.
No, that's horrible. No, that's horrible.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Killing these people is definitely gonna be a stability check, just so you know. Like, this is...
Oh gosh, do I have a knife?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
But if you want to kill him slowly and silently...
No.
Okay.
No, not slowly, just quick slice.
Okay.
Of the carotid and jugular.
Let's see. Do you have any cards that will help you with this? I don't think you do. Oh, we'd have to scroll. No, scrolling back, all I see is that picture of a cactus. I haven't given you any other cards that are chilling around. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna approach this with reassurance.
No, they are reassured. They're ready to go. You need to make a stability test. Because we're not talking about them. We're talking about what this is going to do for you. This is not a thing that's great.
Yeah. Yeah. This is their wish. This is their wish.
12 or higher is an advance.
Just helping them along.
12 or higher is advance. 4 to 11 is a hold. 3 or less is a setback.
Oh my god. This is what they want. I'm just helping them. I'm just a tool. Ah! I got a 7.
Okay. What do you think of as you shield yourself from the worst implications of what you're doing here?
I just keep repeating to myself, this is their wish, I am just a tool.
Alright.
I'm a tool of mercy. Lord, forgive me. Okay. Like, I don't think of Dex as like a Christian man.
Yeah. Definitely probably not anymore, right?
Probably not no.
Or maybe this is going to drive you to religion. I'm not sure which way this goes, but...
I'm like, if... Powers that be, if you are up there, forgive me. And yeah, I hold them as they die in my arms.
Right. You killed these 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now what do you do?
I take a moment to first retch and then cry.
Mm-hmm.
Then I get up and proceed.
Okay. There is a tunnel that leads further into the underground here.
I'm gonna kill this Yisrael.
Alright.
I think I'm going to kill her. I have a... I have a flashlight in one hand and gun in the other, like cop hold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. As you go through this underground complex, you reach the largest chamber. You see that there are some other tunnels that lead off of it, but there's no time to explore those right now.
That's fair.
Because you see a gigantic stone statue of a snake.
Holy shit.
It is a temple of some sorts. It is made of some sort of stone. You're not quite sure what kind of stone. In front of the statue is an altar made of the same material. Both show signs of extreme disrepair.
Mm-hmm.
Breaks are throughout the 30-foot tall sculpture that have been repaired with cement. And you see that there's like wooded scaffolding that has been built that's like trying to hold up the statue, though it is pretty rickety. They've been trying to restore this thing. There is you are sort of looking down on this, and you see that there is a spiral staircase that leads down. You see the floor of the temple is completely covered in eggs. They look like snake eggs.
Oh my god.
And each of the elongated eggs is about a foot long. In fact, you could see embryonic bodies of unborn snake folk.
Heavens above. Stability check?
Honestly, I mean, if you want to make a stability check, I'll make you make it. I wasn't going to make you make it, but yeah, let's have you make one. That makes sense.
Yes. Yeah. I think this stands to
well, actually, let me tell you more about what's going on, because I think there might be a thing that's even more upsetting than the snake eggs, unfortunately.
Okay, I was just expecting like a throng of praying snake people, but not hundreds of eggs.
Yeah. You see that there are 4 people tied up around the altar. They look like human beings. 4 human beings tied up around the altar. And you see, as you are coming in, you may have been freaked out by these eggs, but what you notice more is there are 4 of these serpent people in full-on serpent mode. They are not covering their bodies with human skin. One of them is wearing robes and is holding a large sacrificial knife, and the other snake people are pushing this person onto the altar. And you see, like, in the chamber, it's a very large chamber, in the upper rafters, you see there must be at least 50 snake people in this room.
Do they have arms and legs, or are they just...
They have arms.
On their bellies?
They have arms, they do not have legs.
Okay. Now I make a stability check.
Yes.
Hey. Honestly, the eggs freaked me out more.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Difficulties.
I rolled
it's a flat
3.
with the difficulty. Ooh, 3? Ooh, okay. Okay, let's give you a... Let's see here. You're going to get another problem, unfortunately.
Bring it on.
You get bad feeling about this.
Already had.
Well, now it is an official card that the next time you roll a 6, you have to re-roll it into something else.
God damn it.
And if you roll another 6, you get to keep that 6. But the next time you roll a 6, you have to re-roll it.
Alrighty. 50 snake people up in the rafters. Hundreds of eggs. Do I recognize any of you humans?
Probably not. You know, as you're looking at it, you recognize one of them as like a picture of one of the water commissioners that lived outside of town. Mm-hmm. So they must have got them. Not sure who the other ones are, but probably people who are water commissioners or related to the water commissioners or something like that.
And they're about to sacrifice one of them.
Yes. They do not see you.
Okay, the question is, am I shaken enough to just completely start freaking out and blasting? Or do I still have the presence of mind to do it the Dex way and try to talk about it?
You could try to talk about it or something. You know that you are not going to be able to, like, you could maybe shoot this leader and maybe a couple of people there, but if all the snake people, like, fall on you, like, you're not going to be able to take out...
Yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah, this is a bad situation for you, Dex. You're in a bad spot. Now,
yes,
I will say this. You have successfully solved the mystery.
Yay.
You figured out what's going on. The snake people are capturing the water commissioners to sacrifice them to their horrible god. Congratulations, you've solved the case. Now what are you going to do about it?
I'm gonna yell, Yisrael, baby! Let's talk about it!
What? Bring him to me!
I put my gun, like, in my holster.
Okay.
Raise my hands.
All right.
Shaking hands.
The sacrifice does not quite happen as two of the two sort of priest attendants move down. You hear hissing coming from all throughout the chamber as you make this announcement.
Yeah.
And you are brought up. They have spears that they're holding in their hands that they're pointing at you. And they bring you up to the altar. As you're going up, you see this whole place is really rickety. The entire temple complex itself seems to have been reestablished. This big statue is looming over the whole, but the scaffolding is not great on it.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Like,
yeah.
If I empty my chamber into the statue, it's probably gonna bury us all.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I have this in the back of my mind as the last resort. Mm. Yeah, I imagine they put me on my knees in front of her or something. Yeah. And I'm going, hi, hello. Name's Dexter. They call me Hardboiled, private detective.
What are you doing here, human?
I've been investigating the case, and I get it. I do. They flooded your home. They murdered your people.
They will pay. Blood for blood.
But is it really the best way to go about it?
Yig
What do you...
demand sacrifice.
Okay. Look.
And she actually repeats it, shouting out to everybody, Yig demand sacrifice!
Shit. Can I just tell her that, like, humans have been thinking that their various gods demanded sacrifices for millennia and nothing really happened? So what's the...
It's because your gods are weak.
We thought that too. We thought everybody else's god was weak. And look where it brought us. Look what it brought us. Slavery. Injustice.
Nothing wrong with enslaving those who are less than. Yeah, this might not be the person to appeal to their morals. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate what you're doing. Dex, you're a good person. You're a good person.
Dex is a good person, and unfortunately he realizes that I don't think there is any convincing this woman.
Yeah.
So Dex does the only thing that he can do at this moment. I get out my gun and I empty my chamber into the statue.
Okay, you're going to need to make a fighting roll. It is going to be at difficulty 2, -2, because 2 snake men have spears pointed at you. If you had maybe run up and started shooting without surrendering yourself to the snake men, this would be easier. Unfortunately, you are...
I tried. I
understand. You had to try, yes.
Okay. Can I push?
That's not how it works for these sort of rolls.
For fighting.
That's not what pushes are. Pushes are for investigative skills. So you're at -2 for being grabbed here. On an 8 or higher, you'll have an advance. On a 3 or less, you will have a hold. And a 2 or less, you will have a setback. And remember, if you roll a 6, you have to re-roll it.
I did roll a 6.
Sorry. Although you lose the bad feeling about this card.
Uh-huh. I rolled a 6 and a 5.
Okay, well, the 5 is good.
Come on. 3, so 8 total.
Unfortunately, you are at -2.
Shit.
Yes.
6.
You knock down the statue, firing wildly, and a panic rips everybody in the area. There's, like, snake screams and whatnot as the statue begins to waver and fall. It looks like
it doesn't feel great being sacrificed, does it?
You jump into an adjoining passageway as the whole room collapses. Unfortunately, those sacrifices do not make it out. But you do, as the entire complex begins to collapse. Now, serpent warriors are going to be chasing you as you run out of this complex.
Okay.
What do you do as you're... Describe to me how you are running out, trying to escape. Because also this whole underground area is going to start collapsing. As soon as this falls, everything is going to start to fall.
Yeah, I basically get tunnel vision.
Yeah.
And I run faster than I've ever run in my life.
Okay. So you're focused on running. That's the main thing you're doing. Yeah.
I'm focused on running, and the only thought going through my head right now is the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Yes. So you find a passageway up. You push your way past a trio of serpent warriors, though you see many others panicking as well as everything is going ridiculous here. You find a ladder, and you climb out, and you actually find yourself climbing out of a hole where there is a circle of barrel cacti. But their flowers have turned black. And with that, you see there is one serpent trying to, like, climb up the ladder behind you.
Okay.
Yeah, but you could very easily just shoot him.
Okay. Yeah. Can I? No, I'm not going to shoot him. Can I do this, though?
Yeah.
Little did you know, I say as I run up to the serpent, that I've been best in my high school club at snakes and fucking ladders, and I push him back into the...
Yes, he falls.
Back into the hole.
You feel everything begin to shake. And you know that you have probably stopped the snakes for now. But you also know that there were a lot of exits out of that chamber. and you see a young boy running up to you. It says, Mister, what's going on? And it's a young Japanese boy.
Oh. Hey, buddy. Hey, kid.
Yeah.
Nothing much. It looks like your lemons are gonna survive another day.
And I think we are going to pan away from that. Let's cut to a couple of days later. What's Dex doing?
Dex is taking a mental health day.
Okay. What does a mental health day look like for Dex?
Dex is a cat guy,
okay.
I think.
Oh, Dex has a cat. All right.
Yeah, he has two, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Dex is at home. All of the viscera has been cleaned out of the carpet. Because, of course, I have carpets.
Yeah.
So I'm at home. I'm going to say that there's a fireplace. So I am by the fire with my two cats.
Yeah.
Day drinking.
You have a fireplace in Los Angeles, and you're okay. Whatever, it's fine.
How about
there's serpent men. It's fine. There's snake people. I shouldn't push back on a fireplace. It's okay.
You know what? No. Actually, there's like a poster of a fireplace in front of my radiator.
That's good. All right.
So yes, I'm sitting in front of my quote-unquote fireplace.
Yeah. All right.
With my two cats and a bottle of whiskey.
All right. You see Meldicott is talking to somebody at the police station.
Fuck.
And we see they're pointing out like a bunch of photos on the table, and he's pointing at one that's a photo of you. You see Virginia Ashbury. Turns out she has kept some serpent skin sample.
Thanks for listening. This arc starred Daniel as the GM and Renee McCracken as Hardboiled Dex. Their socials will be in the show notes. Editing and sound design was by me, Russell. Our podcast cover was by Trin at TeaTimeWitch on Twitter. I don't have up-to-date information there because Twitter keeps trying to force me to log in, and our main theme is by Claire LW, who you can find on SoundCloud. If our regular episodes leave you wanting more, you can hang out with us on our Discord or join us for our monthly stream every final Sunday of the month by checking out the link tree in the show notes. There's also a donate link if you're feeling extra generous. Additional music was The Sound of a Dollar and The Loner by DJ Williams from the YouTube audio library, Wish You'd Never Left by Track Tribe, and Horror Music by Audionautics, also from YouTube audio library. Again, thanks for listening, and until next time,
the skin of the overworlders is soft and ripe for conquest.
And that was it. Just goes to show that we're not so different, us and them. Both driven by hunger, for money or revenge. Both blind to the needs of the other. Both set in our ways. And it's not for lack of trying, baby, you can trust me on that. I'm not a fairy tale kind of guy, never was. The only magic I believe in is justice, and the only kind of justice you can find around here is at the end of this here little magic wand. But old Hardboiled Dex knows what he's seen. And knowing that things lurk out there is half the picture developed in shiny Technicolor. Not a very pretty picture, granted, but that's the only one we're given. And I intend to wipe some of the schmutz off of it, if it's the last thing I do.